You're right there, Mark here with a bit of a different video, and that is me challenging myself, you'll probably see by the title and the thumbnail, to have a fully custom Black Templar inspired chaplain in Terminator Armour. Now, a lot of the customization options that I'm going to be using, well, basically solely the customization options I'm going to be using, are from Greytide Studios with their latest expansion, the latest collection, which is the Eternal Crusaders pack. So it gives you a lot of very cool expansion options for your Black Templar inspired Space Marines. Now, I've used their parts for regular sized Space Marines in the past, but these are very, very, very nice. And as you can see, I've given myself a bit of a challenge to have everything 3D printed and see how it holds up, including the FDM base. These toppers are from their previous expansions, and I like the fact I've printed out an ABS resin, so there's a little bit of durability and springing because my hands are playing up at the moment, as you could probably gather. But yes, I'm gonna dunk these in some hot water in a moment, which I got to one side, and I'm gonna explain my thought process behind this. So catch you in a minute.
Hobbyists and wargaming enthusiasts, are you tired of standard issue Space Marine figures? Ready to unleash your creativity and customize your army like never before? Look no further than Greytide Studios. At Greytide Studios, they specialize in providing high-quality custom conversion parts for your Space Marine figures, allowing you to create unique and personalized units that stand out on the battlefield. With an extensive collection of STL files available on my mini factory, you can easily download and print your desired parts right in the comfort of your own home. But wait, don't have a 3D printer? No problem. Introducing MK6 Printing Services, your one-stop shop for purchasing pre-printed parts from Greytide Studios. Whether you're looking to upgrade your Space Marines with sleek new helmets, powerful weapons, or unique accessories, Greytide Studios has you covered. Join the ranks of elite hobbyists and create an army that reflects your individual style and vision. Elevate your gaming experience with Greytide Studios and MK6 Printing Services today. Visit Greytide Studios on My Mini Factory or MK6 Printing Services to start your customization journey now.
Okay, so while I dunk my parts into some nice warm water to help break the supports off, I just want to explain my thought process behind my love for kitbashing and especially using 3D printed parts now. I basically love doing it because, especially when it comes to Space Marines, if, in my eye, if you don't kitbash or do anything unique or different, it's very hard to make your Space Marines, your miniatures, look different, to look unique, to look like they're yours, except for it basically a bit of a colour difference, a difference in style of painting and basing. And why shouldn't you add a little bit of customization? Now, I'm not saying for people to go above and beyond and go absolutely crazy with their conversion work. Not at all. No, not at all. But to your preferred level. And it's the same when it comes to maybe Horus Heresy, for example, because primarily a lot of people see the Horus Heresy game system as Space Marines versus Space Marines, which, yeah, it's not all just that, but I can see why people think that. And a lot of the character comes from the different paint schemes, the different aesthetics that then make these copy and paste Space Marines unique and different. Because for Heresy, a lot of people will know I have my Dark Angels, the First Legion. And if I didn't customize them, well, in all fairness, a lot of the uniqueness then only comes out from their unique units, such as their Zenobian, big Terminators, and their characters such as Lionel Johnson, Causewayne, and so on and so forth. Now, the problem is, if you don't do something unique and different, to me, it just looks a bit boring. But, as I said, that's just my honest opinion on the matter. It's not gospel, it's just why I enjoy customizing the way I do. And I do try and put that across in everything I do. I do try to have something a bit different, such as my Votan. They're not really customized because it's not easy to customize something that's pretty new to the world of Warhammer. And certain factions have a lot more range to be played around with compared to others. Space Marines, because of their popularity, they have a lot of files out there, a lot of third-party, distributors out there for parts to play around with. Some that come to mind is Cromlech Max Mini. Artel, I believe, has parts that you could, get solid resin pieces to play around with. It's not just using 3D printed parts, but I will say using 3D printed parts has exploded the creativity of this hobby for a lot of people, not just myself. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on ripping more of these bits off if they ever get into focus. And I'll catch you in a minute with them all dry and ready to assemble. So I'm back. I've done a little bit of gluing off camera because they are quite fiddly little bits, but as you can see, they slot on very, very well. I've got the base all glued up, so now it's just cracking on with the rest of the model. So I was wanting to go for quite a dynamic pose. So what I was thinking of doing, this is part of the reason why I like kitbashing as well. You can make the pose however you see fit, as in if you wanted to tell a story. So I'm thinking this chaplain marching through a destroyed chapel that he's having to defend, or a city of some sort, so it fits the rest of the aesthetic of the Black Templars, even though I've got them more on an actual urban-ish base. They're not really on a destroyed city, but if that actually wants to focus, I don't know why it's struggling to focus so much, but I do apologise. It's having a funny 5 minutes. There you go. And then what I'm going to do is pose this in such a way that it looks more like it's going to fall down to one side. There you go. And go from there, basically. So let's get a little bit of the runny super glue there. Oh. Now I will say, in hindsight, if I just curved it slightly, I may have stopped that going like that. There's a little support there which I'll get rid of, but that's absolutely fine. Give that a little bit of time to actually dry thoroughly. Then what I'm going to do while that's drying, I'm going to get his Crozius attached to his arm, of course. So what I'm thinking of doing, him crying out orders, pointing the Crozius forward in the name of the God Emperor, as the Black Templars see the Emperor as being a divine being, compared to a lot of their cousins, the other Space Marine chapters. So I'm thinking of him crying out an order of some sort, so maybe have it like that. So yeah, this is another reason why I enjoy the kit bashing of different parts from different manufacturers and so on and so forth, because you can then get something that is very unique, very your own, very specialized, and you just go from there. But yes, I'll be back in a minute once I have a little bit more fun, because I've just now realized I need to put the shin parts on. I've kind of blocked it with the shield, hindsight, and all that. But yeah, I'll catch you in a minute. And we're back with the finished Black Templar Chaplain in Terminator Armour. I was able to attach the shin plates on, the loincloth, the braziers, and the other little bits and pieces. You could probably see that this cloak has been blue tacked on, because I'm going to paint that separately and then glue that on. But as you can see, everything has gone on wonderful. The new sculpts from Greytide of these Eternal Crusaders, not Pilgrims, they are perfectly in scale for the new Terminator sizing, and they just fit the bill. This is why I love Kitbashing and utilizing Greytide Studios, because their aesthetic, I do love it. I love it to bits. It makes me feel that grim dark aesthetic. Makes it that these Space Marines are knights. You know, they are crusading space knights. So the only little bit I got left to do is a little bit of putty in there. I think there's a few supports left on the back of the shield. But I'm going to look forward to painting this chappy up with the brazier and everything like that. The gorget is all going to fit the bill. And I do have an itching to give him a 10-man brethren squad of assault Terminators to lead into battle. But if you've enjoyed this video, a little bit more relaxed hobby hangout of some of my mindset behind these kit bashes and conversions and the wonderful, wonderful work from Greytide, please comment down below, like and subscribe. You'll be notified of more content coming out. And yes, comment down below if you've used Greytide in the past. They are amazing people to deal with. 100% cannot praise them enough. The designs are just on point. But yes, I'm waffling now. Thank you so very, very much for watching through to the end. It means the absolute world to me. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and I hope to catch some of you, if not already, in the next one. Ta-ra for now.